For this video tutorial, I'm going to continue in that same TryHackMe room that we've been going through. We're just on task 5 and 6. This is that Linux strength training TryHackMe room. So if you've been following along, welcome back. I appreciate you tapping in and following along. And if you're new, we've just been running through these tasks. It's just basically reinforcing your Linux skills, just definitely helping develop them if you don't have them, and again, just reinforcing them if you do have them, just giving you refreshers and just getting you more skillful with the Linux command line. What we'll be doing today, like I said, just task 5 and task 6, they're relatively easy, and then we should be able to just get through them relatively quickly as well. Alright, so if you're ready to go, you already know what time it is with me. Let's just go ahead and jump into this room and let's get it. So, same setup everybody, just the same room and everything. I already launched the blocks and all of that there. So, task 5, like I said, decoding base 64. Task 6, like I said, encrypting and decrypting using GPG. These tasks, they wanted you to know that definitely they want you to do your own research and everything on decoding versus encryption and decryption. A lot of beginners like myself get those terms and those concepts definitely confused, as they seem to be the same thing where they're really not. Then we only got text 7, 8, and a final challenge, which is combining all of these skills into the final challenge. So we're almost through, so appreciate y'all pushing through with me. So let's go ahead and jump with task 5. Alright, so we'll just be dealing with task 5, which is decoding using the base 64 tool. And this tool just deals with encoding and decoding data formats, really. That's all that this tool is going to be doing, as you'll see as we run through this task. So let's go ahead and again, I encourage everybody to just go ahead and read through this stuff. This is a free room, so it requires nothing but you to just sign up to the TryHackMe platform, and you can get into this room for free. Got a lot of good information here about encoding and decoding using the base 64 tool. And again, this answer here is you can find in the reading, so I'm not going to just sit here and read the text and everything with that, right? You guys can figure out. What we want to do is start with something where we have to, actually do some work to get to the answer. So the answer here for this question is John, but I'll show you how we get to that answer. So the first thing that we have to do is find a file called encoded.txt. So first of all, we're going to have to SSH to that Sarah machine again, or to that target machine that we're using here. Just so you know, this is the machine that we launched in the room. So I'm coming from my attack box, going over to this machine right here. This is where all the files and everything for the questions where we're trying to find the flags are going to be at. So and we know the password already for that one from previous tasks. It's still the same password, nothing has changed. So we're in here. Again, we're going to just keep reinforcing that find command skill. And we just need to find the file for this question, encoded.txt. So find, type f-name, encoded.txt to /dev/null. As you can see, it shows the file or the path for that file where it's located in the system. Then we just got to change our directory over to that. So it'll be /home /Sarah/system manage. That's the directory. And if we do a ls right there, we can see that's the. Alright, so after you get in the directory and you use the ls command, we verified that we did find that file inside that directory that this path showed us. So the first step, what we want to do here to get to this answer, is we want to use that base 64 tool right here. So to do that, the command is base 64 -D, because we're trying to decode this encoded text. So real quick, I'll show you guys. If we were just to use the less command to open the file, right? It's not human readable. It's just in a different format, not anything that we can work with. So let's quit out of that, right? So what we want to do, anytime you get a file like that, just because this file says that it's encoded.txt, it's not going to be that obvious, right, if you're in the system. So if you do get something like that, what you can try is to use this base64 tool. And the command for that, let's go ahead and clear the screen, is base64. Then you want to do a -D. Throw that file there, encoded.txt. And then we're going to create a new file that we want to output the decoded information to. So just for the sake of this video, we'll call it decoded.txt to keep it simple, right? So once you've done that to decode the text file, now we can open it with that same less command. And let's see what it says this time, right? Boom. So boom, look. We got the answer right here. You know how to decode base64 data. Well done. You deserve the answer, but because this is the Linux Strength Training Room, where you are intended to build your Linux memory and skills, you will have to find it in this very long text file. Look for the keyword special in this very large text file. So we already know how to do that, right? So if we put that forward slash, right? And we put the word special, just type the word special and hit enter. It's going to search for any iteration of that word special, right? So right there, it's not there. So we scroll down. And scroll down probably like 4 or 5 pages. And as you can see, it sounded again the word special. And here we have yet another clue to where the answer is, right there in plain text. The answer is in a file called ent.txt, and it just says find it, right? So we can quit out of this file, and we already know what we're going to have to do, right? We're just going to have to use that find command again. So I'll just pull up the last time we ran it. And the name of that file was ent.txt. So ent.txt. And we just going to change our directory over to that as the find command already found it right there. So again, you switch over to that directory. Whoops, /Sarah. Logs ZHC is the directory. ZHC. Do a ls, and there it is. So we can use cat to open that, and as you can see, we got the output here, which is just a hash. So what you want to do with this is grab the hash and just throw it into this tool right here to crack the hash. We crack the hashes. MD4 gives us the type of hash it is, and it gives us the result, or the answer is John. You can use John the Ripper to crack it if you want to practice those skills using it like that. You can use Hashcat to crack it if you want to practice your hash cracking skills or cracking password skills using Hashcat. But main point is we got the hash and we got the answer, and we finished with task 5. So we'll just move on to task 6. That takes care of task 5. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. So task 6 is encryption, decryption using GPG. GPG is just another tool. Again, more links, more references, more research and everything on encryption and decryption. This right here is just going to explain you basic everything about how to encrypt a file when you want to encrypt it using the GPG tool. They're just creating a random file, putting some random information in there, and then encrypting it with AES 256 encryption type. And then once you encrypt it, if you go through this is one of the exercises for you to do that on your own, right? Is to just follow that along. Then you're gonna how to decrypt it, right? Once you do get it encrypted, all you have to do is decrypt it with the same GPG tool after you created that encrypted file, right? So again, the first of these 3 questions pretty much are just having you go through that exercise of encrypting and decrypting the file on your own. Like it says here, now try it yourself, make a random text file, blase squaze, right? Alright, so what we're going to do is we are going to deal with question number 4 here only. So this is the one where you're going to have to get the flag, right, to get to the answer. This is the flag right here. So we're just going to run through that, how we get to that. So it's find an encrypted file called layer4.txt, and with that encrypted file, they're giving us the password. The password is Bob, because when you have an encrypted file, you have to know the password so that you're able to work with it, or you're able to view the contents of it, right? So they gave us the password is Bob, and then it's saying use this information to locate the flag, and then what is the flag is the question that they're really asking us. Clear our screen, and we're going to do find dash type f dash name. So the name of it is layer4.txt 2/dev null, and then just change your directory over there to where the system says it's located in this directory. As we can see, it's right there. Alright, once we've changed all the way to our directory, we just do an ls and we make sure that, yeah, this is the encrypted file that we're looking for. So this is an encrypted file, which is not to be confused with an encoded file, right, which had a different format. So I try to use it with the less command, but let's use it with the cat command to open it up just to see what it looks like. And again, it's just encrypted information, not anything that we can understand or anything that we can work with, right? So let's just clear our screen out, and that's telling us this is an encrypted file. So what do we have to do with an encrypted file? The whole point of this test is to use GPG tool. So we use GPG to open the file this time, right? Now it's going to ask for that password of BOB, and then it's going to ask you, okay, the password was correct. Do you want to enter a new file name? I just defaulted to the same file name, just override it with a yes. And then now, when you go ahead and go to cat, or yeah, when you go to cat to open it, now we get the clue, right? And the clue is find a file called layer3.txt. This password is James. So the first password was Bob, the next password is James. So again, just going through the motions and just getting this muscle memory going. So we already know what we're going to do. That find command again. It's just rinse and repeat at this point, right? Now we souped up, right? So now we already know what we're doing. We're just chasing to get to our flag so we can get on to our next task. So layer3.txt, it's in a different directory. I'm just going to change our directory over there, right? Old logs 2014-02-15. There it is right there. Again, if we try to open it, it's going to show us nothing, right? But we souped up now. We already know what to do with that. We're going to GPG that thing. Boom. You know the passphrase here is not Bob, it's James. Enter a new file name. Now I'm going to default it. Yeah, just override it with a Y. Now, again, now we open it with cat again. Alright, now once we open it again with cat, they just making us chase it yet again. So that same thing, get another rep in. You feel me? We just repping this stuff right now at this point, getting our strength training in. Just like what this room is built upon. So shout out to whoever made this room. Even though they're making us pretty much chase our tail, we still getting these reps in. We still leveling up. We still are getting better and improving, right? So again, find command. Then we're going to switch over to the directory. Use GPG to open it. And if you're not following along, you can see the pattern is going to be layer1.txt is going to be the next file after we get to layer 2. Alright, I cleared the screen just so that we can get a little more real estate, so we could see the stuff more clearly if we're following along and taking notes, just so it gets a little bit more clearer when we're going through this file. So what we want to do is just do a ls here and look for the layer2.txt file in this directory. As we can see, it's right here. Alright, we're going to use GPG tool again and open this file, layer2.txt. Right here, the password for that one was Tony. Again, just overwrite the same file so that we can open it. No need to change the file around or anything. However, this time when we're opening the file, layer2.txt, we get some garbage information that we can't work with. We know it's not encrypted, right? We know what encrypted information looks like. However, we just did a task where the information was encoded. Again, this looks like some coded information, and just because I ran through the room, I already know what it is. It's base 64 tool that we're going to have to use. So we got to pull out those skills again, base 64, and then you want to do -D, throw the file name there, and then output it to decode. Instead of decoded, I'm going to just put decode.txt, right? Then we're just going to open that decode.txt file. Now that we decoded it with the base 64 tool and it was successful. How do we know it was successful using that base 64 tool? Because the command took. It didn't give us any errors. So when we open it now, it says find a file called layer1.txt, and its password is hack. So we just use that find command again. Get up to that find command. And then change our directory over there to that one, layer1.txt, and we use the GPG tool to open that one. And when we open this one, we know the password is going to be HACKED. Yes, and we just cat layer1, and there you have it, the flag. We finally got to the flag. After running through all of those encrypted files, we were finally able to get to the flag. Throw the flag in there, and you complete task number 6. So we did decoding, task number 5, base 64. We also have completed task number 6, encrypting and decrypting using GPG. Once we complete this room, I'll go ahead and post it just so that you have another resource if you want to just read about it and take notes that way. There'll be screenshots and everything, just like I did on the Mastering the Ninja Skills room. And I'll also post the video there, or the videos here. I'll leave a link for that as well, so you can follow along on the blog as well. Again, I hope you gained some value. I hope it wasn't too complicated to follow. Please drop anything in the comments. If there's different stuff that you want to see, you're more interested to see, I got stuff cooking up. We're going to do some F5 load balancing labs. I still got some FortiGate labs coming through in the other playlists. Definitely check those out. It's just going to be just all around, just trying to give you all the game that I got. Just share my resources, help me grow. As always, please, man, y'all go ahead and subscribe to the channel if y'all feeling it. Turn on that notification bell so you know when I'm going to drop that next task. I appreciate the love and all of that, and I'll see y'all on that next video. Y'all holla at your boy.